Next, we're gonna get into the love lots category. This kind of again like groups that are like right below that previous level. But I do like I listen to all their music, follow their comebacks. Might buy albums depending. Know all the members and all that stuff. So they're right up there. Um, we'll start off with just the order they're there. We'll start with aespa. Got into them. I mean, I was like anticipating their debut just because I'm like an SM fan. I like a lot of their groups. Um, so I was like waiting for them to finally debut this new group after Red Velvet. Um, and finally aespa came along. Um, so I was immediately kind of like rooting for them, was a fan of them, knew how talented they already were. And yeah, I mean, as you can see with the fact that they do like dominate the charts, dominate the award shows. I mean, they've definitely like lived up to the hype, as you can say. My favorite member is probably like Karina or Winter. I mean, Winter was like my favorite for the longest thing. Like Karina's really come along in the past few months as well to kind of like take that spot. Some of my favorite songs for them are like Illusion, that's probably my favorite song. Whiplash was amazing last year. Welcome to My World, I like a lot. Next Level, a bunch more as well. But yeah, that's aespa up there. Next, we have Idol. For Idol, I mean, I got into them again. A lot of these groups, I got into them pretty early. I mean, I'm a K-pop fan, so usually when like a bigger group comes along, I'm gonna pay attention a little bit more, just to see what's going on there. Idol, of course, kind of like blew up onto the scene in 2018. Latata like did really well immediately, so I got into them then. Been a fan of them ever since. My favorite member is Shuhwa. Um, some of my favorite songs are "Uh-Oh." I really like that. I really like the hip hop of that song. Hua is probably my favorite song from them. My Bag, insane. Seeing that live, so hype. Allergies, that's a really good song from them as well. And then I like a bunch of their solo stuff as well. But yeah, Idol, really good stuff. And they're really funny together because they don't really like they're so comfortable with each other, so they're willing to like just like make fun of each other and like rag on each other, which is always hilarious to see, especially like Uki with Mian or like Shua with Mian. Pretty much everyone with Mian gets like that. But yeah, they're hilarious. Next we have itzy. Again, another group that I got into like on debut with Dala Dala. Um, Pretty like insanely talented group, like dance wise. Like them and NMIX are probably like two of the best I've seen. My bias is Cherong. Ryujin is also like up there for me as well. Again, they're a great duo, really funny together. Some of my favorite songs are like Nobody Like You, Be in Love. Be in Love's my favorite. Love that song. Surf, I love. Imaginary Friends last year was like right there for like my top song. It's Summer, underrated song. I feel like people don't talk about It's Summer a lot, but that song's so much fun to listen to. So yeah, one of my favorites. Next, we'll get into IVE. IVE, of course, group, one of the most popular groups going right now. Um, they've been, I've been following them since debut as well, because again, as mentioned, I am an IZ*ONE fan. So I was anticipating Wonyoung and Yujin's debut in their new group, and of course they killed it with 11. That was amazing. Love Dive, amazing. After like amazing. I Am and Kitsch, amazing. So yeah, they kind of like debuted and immediately were super amazing, and of course that showed with the fact that they then started like dominating the charts, doing good on award shows, winning a bunch of stuff. Um, my biases are Wonyoung and Gal. Um, Wonyoung, I actually became more of a fan of Wonyoung during IVE than was during IZ*ONE, and Gal was just kind of like really charming. So also one of my biases. After that, let's get into Red Velvet. Now, Red Velvet will always hold a very special place in my heart, just because I got into K-pop kind of like a couple days after they debuted, like around that same, like in that same week or so. And so I've just always been a fan of them since debut. I saw Happiness, and I was just like, wow, really fun song. I was blown away. I mean, Irene like blew me away visually then, still blows me away visually now. So yeah, I mean, she is the original visual. I mean, My bias though is Wendy, because I mean, from Shine On Me, I was amazed by her voice, and still my favorite voice in K-pop. So yeah, support all the members as well. I am glad that Wendy and Yeri are kind of doing their own thing in different companies, but can still be part of Red Velvet because I think they can shine more now. But yeah, they are doing great, and I mean some of my favorite songs, Rookie, which I feel again is another underrated song. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about Rookie as one of their best, but for me, it's my favorite Red Velvet song. It's just so fast paced, so upbeat, constantly pushing the tempo. I just love it. Like, it's so much fun. It was great to see that live at least once. Um, then we have Psycho, crazy good song. Like, oh my god, the vocals in that song, and then like the ending is so powerful. Like, I know I've cried before listening to it. Um, let's see, One of These Nights from The Velvet, again, underrated song. The Velvet as a whole is just underrated as an album. The Red is probably my favorite album, maybe of all time. It's up there for one of my favorite albums of all time. Which Dum Dum, another great song from that album. So yeah, Red Velvet's amazing. One of the best discographies. Like, them and G-Friend are probably like 1A and 1B for me in terms of girl group discographies. Just like top to bottom, insane. And Red Velvet, I mean, like some of the best vocalists in K-pop. Next, we're gonna go to stayc. Now, stayc, I didn't actually get into on debut. I mostly got into them around Run to You. Like, Run to You came out, I watched it, was blown away by it, and then immediately just delved deep into all things stayc. Listened to all their music a million times, watched their content, went and saw them in concert a couple times in 2022 because I was just like, this group is amazing, and I mean, they're really amazing. My bias is Saiyan. Some of my favorite songs, I mean, Run to You, as I mentioned, was the song that got me into them. Was my favorite song of 2022. Love Fool is probably my favorite stayc song, though. Just so good. I love the vibe. It's so chill. Like, I always you can when I listen to that song, I just imagine driving down the road with like the windows down, peacefully riding in the car, just like listening to that song. So Bad, one of the best debut songs ever. I mean, if you've never seen them, live, like, that song is amazing live. Cheeky Icy Thing, really good song. I mean, Stereotype, ASAP, what more? Next we have Twice. I mean, it's Twice. Everyone knows Twice. They're one of the biggest groups of all time. I got into them with Cheer Up, and then been following them ever since. Seen them a few times in concert. I mean, they're just really talented. All their music has always been good from debut to now. I mean, my favorite song from Twice is actually Jajayo Goodnight, which I feel like most people probably don't even think about. But for me, it's like just one of my favorite songs. It's so peaceful and calming. I love how their vocals sound. It's so like natural and like just such a peaceful song. So I love that song. My favorite song from them. Touchdown, an old song from their second album, which is really fun. Talk That Talk, probably my favorite like title track from them. Likey, another amazing title track from them. I Can't Stop Me, another one. Basics, great B-sides. So yeah, Twice. Then my bias is Chaeyoung from Twice. Can't wait for her solo debut, which is expected to come later this year. That'll be really fun. And then, so that will end the Love 'Em Lots category. Again, those are some of my groups that are like right there that I love a lot. Listen to all their stuff, watch all their stuff, buy albums, support a bunch.